Hi. Welcome back to the tribe. Hey y'all. So today's gonna be something different. I'm in my nightgown, and yes, I wear exercise onesie to sleep. And I don't know, I just kind of wanted to chill, talk. I don't know what this is called. Let's call it a wind down. You know, we just talk while I do my skincare routine. And because I've been thinking about something a lot, and I just wanted to like talk about it with you guys. And honestly, you guys can see my updated skincare routine. So yeah, let's just do that. So I guess get ready with me. I would do this in my bathroom, but my bathroom makes a really loud noise that you can't actually hear anything because of the fan. So I'm just gonna do it in my room. I have hot water in front of me, and yeah, I'm just gonna clean it here in person. A boop boop boop. So the first thing I'm gonna do is wrap my hair up because everybody knows black girls need protective styles. You know, and honestly, y'all, I've just been thinking so much about like being 24 and like, you know, really just having confidence in yourself. And, you know, I've been thinking so much about like my past and how I grew up as a kid. And I don't know, it's just so crazy how fast life can change, you know? I have a work ID on my scarf. I'm a mess. So like, I really feel like I'm in a place in my life where I could at least discuss, you know, how I became the person that I am today. When I was younger, I got bullied a lot, and honestly, it was definitely really hard, because I didn't really have confidence in myself. I used to be I was very confident when I was like a young kid, you know, like 5 or 6. So I was like a little diva, and my mom was so obsessed with me. She'd always be like, you were just so confident, I loved it. Coconut oil. I know people say not to use coconut oil, but I'm using it to take off my makeup. When I was younger, I got bullied a lot, and it was just really, really difficult, you know, like being myself. And like I spent a lot of years not talking. A lot of years, like, I used to skip school all the time because I was just so scared of like being bullied. I remember I skipped, like, in the 7th grade, I skipped my like science class, like I think like 28 times. I don't even know how I passed it, but I was getting bullied so bad in there that I actually skipped the class, and it was just like so traumatizing for me. And it's just really hard, you know? Life was really hard, and I was always so different, you know? I had friends in high school. I had about 1 or 2 really good friends, and then, you know, everyone else would just constantly tell me that someone's calling me like horrible things. Kids used to take pictures of me and spread it on like Snapchat and stuff. You know, people used to write notes in my locker. People were just really not nice to me, and I remember in one of my classes, I think it was like my junior year, it was my chemistry class. And every day these 2 boys would just, you know, talk a lot of mess, talk a lot of junk. And like, you know, my answer as a kid is just like, I was so scared of confrontation. I was so scared of like speaking up that like I would just like not pay attention in the class and like put my headphones in and like, and I know that I was one of the hardest people to understand as a kid because I wasn't telling them what was going on, you know? It's really hard when you have immigrant parents and they're working so hard to give you a really good life. And like bullying is something that doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, my parents came from Haiti and provided me with a great education, you know, provided me with everything I needed. I was gonna be like, hey mom, can I do private school, you know? Like, so I think it's the reason why I didn't tell my mom, and why they were kind of confused about what was going on, because I couldn't express what was going on. Okay, I'm gonna use Cetaphil to cleanse my face now because I just took the makeup off. What's up makeup wipes? I don't know where they are right now. But it's definitely something that like was really hard, you know? It was definitely hard for me. It was hard for me to, I don't know. It was just hard for me to understand people, you know? Because even though I was getting bullied, I still believe people were amazing. And you know what the thing is that I wish I knew how beautiful I was. Like, because I look at old pictures and I remember in high school I'd be like, I'm so ugly, oh my god. And now I look at them, I'm like, who was that cute girl? She was so fucking pretty. But it was just such a dark time in my life. It was so dark and so intense and so heartbreaking. And I remember I would cry for days, and I would just rather be anyone else other than myself. It's something that I struggle with reverting back to anytime I feel secure, is how the things I would say to myself as a kid was heartbreaking, you know? Now I'm taking the Soap and Glory Face Soap and Clarity 3-in-1 Daily Detox, Soothes, Cleanses, and Purifies for all skin type. It's a face wash. It's sudsy, so, you know, go dip my hand in the water, you know, let it sort up. You know, to get your oil cleanser and then your sub cleanser. Just water to the side, and then I'm gonna tone my face. But actually, I'm gonna put this mask on before I tone my face, because I always feel like when I tone my face and then I put a mask on, isn't it just like, isn't the toner supposed to like, I don't really know what toner does, to be honest. I just know I need to use it. That's it. But I'm putting on this Lava Mask Cleanser from Better Skin. And Better Skin is a really great brand that I love. Through all that pain and that difficulty and that sacrifice and me calling myself ugly and covering my mirrors in the bathroom and all that traumatic stuff, I went to nursing school, and I was going to be a nursing major, you know, to make my Haitian parents happy. And then my sister told me about this film school called SCAD. At some point, some things happened, and I decided that SCAD was the goal, SCAD was the plan, SCAD was everything. And I went. And when I say that SCAD, you know, it's a college, it's a film school, it's an art school. My mother always says that we go through things for a reason, and that there is a reason for everything. And even though there were times where I was crying and sad and nobody liked me, SCAD was definitely, and going to film school was definitely one of the greatest decisions I made. Not for like my knowledge and learning how to do things and like being in the entertainment industry and all of that stuff, but for my heart, you know? SCAD was where I met some of the people that would change my life for the rest of my life. It's where I, you know, learned so much about myself. Like, SCAD was the first time I had a big group of friends. Like, the kind of friends that, like, I dreamed about when I was a kid. And, like, people who called me queen and cared about me. And, like, people who just loved me for me and really appreciated me for the person that I was. And, like, it wasn't a joke when they hung out with me, you know? It wasn't a joke when they said that they loved me. It was never a joke. And them telling me I'm beautiful every single day and just treating me like, ugh. All of my SCAD friends, you know, I love you for life and I'm always got your back. All of them, everyone I met at SCAD just really just showed me that, like, you know, the world got better, life got better. And when high school ended and all the trauma and the pain and the weight and the anxiety and the hating myself, when that ended and I survived through that and I made it to that point, There were definitely times where I felt like I wouldn't, but when I made it to that point, it was just like, and I left and I found my tribe. I found my community. I found happiness. I found love. I found out who I was. I found out what I liked. I just found out so much about myself, and I found out how important I am, and how, like, I used to go in high school, go weeks without, like, talking to, like, people calling me every day, and people, like, checking on me, and, like, people, like, FaceTiming me saying I miss you, and, like, people saying happy birthday, and, like, people being there for me, and me being there for people, and, like, me, like, figuring out who I, like, am, and, like, it was really meant to be. And, like, you know, I think the one thing about the aspect of bullying that I think was positive for me is that it showed me that nothing could take away my love for people. Even when people didn't love me, I still loved people. My favorite story to tell is when I was 19 years old. I went to a club. I went to a club and I came back home to my dorm and I was tipsy and I looked in the mirror and for the first time in my life I said, huh, you're really pretty. And that sense of just like peace and happiness, and that's when I started loving myself. So it's been about like what, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, it's been about 6 years. I have loved myself longer than when I really started hating myself. And that's a beautiful thing to say. I don't know, you know, the thing about confidence is that it's something that takes time. But then LA came. And LA taught me I was a hot girl. LA has definitely made me realize how far I've come in my confidence. Like, I talk to international pop stars that flirt with me, and I go on dates, and I'm just such a person of, like, you know, like, I'm wanted. Like, I feel like because I went to film school, it's like, it's a lot of work and a lot of play, but like, for me, there was really no time to date and like explore it. Even though I did have feelings for people, but it didn't work out at all. But like, LA is like when the game started, like when I was like, I'm hot. I'm not just pretty, I'm hot, and like, you want me. And it's something that was just so amazing and like beautiful. You know, the whole journey, and it's kind of a mess because I'm doing this too, so I'll construct this to be a really great story. But LA has taught me, like, LA is where I met Jazz. LA is where I met Lindsay, and like people who are like super cool, who think you're cool, and like, you know, the world of glitz and glam where everyone looks the same. I still found people that love and accept me for who I am and that have made me a better person. And even though there was experiences where, you know, some people didn't like me or some people didn't find me hot, I found my tribe again, and I have a great job, and I work with amazing people, and I've been just so blessed with opportunities because I was confident enough in myself to really put myself out there. And like, even being in videos, I mean, at first, dude, to be honest, I was frightened. I was like, here we go again. I'm gonna get bullied like I was in high school. I put rose hibiscus coconut water hydrating face mask, and then I'm gonna pat that into my skin because I have really dry skin since I moved to California. But like, you know, it's just like crazy how, like, when I look at who I was when I was a kid and the life that I thought I would have, and like, being in videos is a huge pressure, guys. Like, putting yourself out there, putting yourself for commentary, you know, people saying mean things about you on the internet. Like, people have said disgusting things to me, but I was like, I wish people understood that it's nothing someone hasn't done to me before. There's nothing that someone can say that has ever hurt my feelings, because my feelings already been hurt. And generally, as much as I love people, they don't make me, you know? They only have their opinions off of 5 or 6 minutes out of my life. So it's something that, like, I had to get to that point though, you know? And that's the thing about confidence. It's every day you work at it. Every day you put yourself out there. Every day you appreciate and love yourself and just do the best that you can, because honestly, that's all we can do. Like, I love the person that I look at every morning. I may not like her. She crazy. Look her. Bags, all this, just to get some clout with the skin. My skin's nice and sticky though. Next I want to put this product called Rodel Dragon Blood's Hyaluronic Mask. XLL Hydrating Mask, Skin Plumper with 3D Filling, Spears, and Garcelle. This is the best thing that's ever happened to me. It's so good that I lost the top to this. This is the best thing that's ever happened to me. I'm in love with this product. All that pain, all that crying, all the people who told me I wasn't good enough, I wasn't beautiful, I was ugly, I was an animal, I'm a man. All those comments and all that pain and all that heartbreak made me realize how important I am and how foolish everyone else has always been. And I know that sounds kind of mean, but I mean, look at me, you know, like, and look at yourself. And know how beautiful and worth it and amazing you are, and how much you deserve the world, and how if people don't see the vision, then baby, they could leave, you know? It's crazy to think that life is all about how someone looks to be considered worth it. You're worth it because you exist, and you're beautiful to me. And if a hater got an issue, they could fight me, because I am beautiful. And I could say that with honesty. And even though there's times where I can't say that honestly, right now I can say to you that I think I'm beautiful and I think I'm worth it. And that confidence is something that it's not about being confident. It's about you realizing that you are the love of your life, and that you are important. And even if others around you treat you like you're not, baby girl, even if others treat you like you're not, I love you are. And there's something special in you. Something greater than you'll ever know, and your life will be taken on a journey you would never expect. So please, know that you're perfect, and God doesn't make mistakes. So I think that's the story of my confidence. And thank you guys for getting ready or getting unready with me and just being in our natural face and talking about confidence. This is really important. Of course, you know, put the extra grease on your shoulder. My hand's a little sticky, so I'll just put it in this dirty water. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm not really sure what's gonna tell me your confidence stories and confident advice in the comments, and also tell me your products. You know, all the TikTokers be coming up with new products, and I'm trying to be on that. Eco ones though, can you only give me like glass container ones? The plastic ones I'm gonna have to skip out on. But yeah, I really do think you're wonderful, and thank you for watching this video. If you're into it, please subscribe, and welcome to the tribe. Good night. I gotta go to bed. It's like 2 a.m.